do because the trip is long.
Yeah, it keeps them. Hello. So they're about 3 months. They're all about the same age. Okay. So 4 girls, 1 boy.
Yep.
So what happened to the latest one then?
The latest one, Mom was also killed, and
Okay.
people saved her.
Yeah.
She was with the people. She was in foster care for a very long time on her own. So she's, you know, the 4 have had each other for a long time, so they've at least been monkeys together.
Okay.
So she takes a while to warm up to them, and then she starts playing. But she, like last night, she wouldn't settle down.
Yeah, it takes them a while.
So she literally slept with me half the night.
You guys busy
like
at the moment?
doing. But
No, like we do it sometimes as well if it helps them settle down, you know. And eventually they become independent anyway.
I mean, this little one that's having a fit now, she was the most damaged monkey I've ever seen in my life before. I literally, I was almost at the point where I said to the vet, where do I draw the line and say this is not going to work? Because she was so damaged. Her mom was stoned to death with her on her. And she was just, it was horrific.
It's just the fear, yeah.
She just sucked all the skin off her fingers were ulcerated. She just clenched down and she would just bite, and you couldn't do anything with her.
Okay.
But now she runs around and she's an absolute lunatic. And
yeah, we've had a few. We had one last year. He was very depressed for a couple of months. He just would hide behind things and curl up into a ball. But he came around. We've now got him in one of the troops, so they do come around. It just can take them a bit of time.
Pascall as well. His mom was stoned and eaten.
It's fine. We've had more cases of this recently.
He just scratched his whole face open every night.
Oh man,
he's doing so much better now. Yeah, I'm very happy to see that they get around and they come around.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah. Oh, that's the same.
It's
the
got
same teeth. Yeah.
Kitten teeth. The Orphan kitten teeth.
We used that at the start, and then we switched them over. We've got quite a lot of these, so yeah, I think you can take these. Alright, my little ones. Oh, here, I'll leave it with you. Thank you.
Who's the one in the back sucking the fingers?
That is Yo-Yo.
Yo-Yo, okay.
That was the one that was shooting traumatized.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. That's good. Sometime.
Ah, that's got to, because they learned how to undo the zip.
Smarties.
Not surprised.
Freedom.
Come, Zozo! Do you want to take photos of their faces?
Yeah. Well, it's quite dark in here, so we might need to do it. There you go. Okay, so this is...
That's Becky.
This is Becky?
Yeah, that's the new one.
Okay, wait. No.
Okay.
Well, with all little ones arriving at the foundation, they have to go through their medical, and we always start off with weighing them, so we just got their initial weight when we start.
807. Minus the blanket.
First the blanket
Up here.
is 85. Okay, ready?
These are a lot higher than that.
You do.
Ready? Watch it.
792. Yeah. Good boy. You can go back. Yeah, I know.
Okay, let's get him out of there.
Come on. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. You are. Much better than the other two. Yes, you are.
Yes, no.
Yeah. No. Not the helicopter. Okay. Ready? 9-12. Good boy. If everyone would be so easy. Yeah, that would be great. Okay, let me put you back. You can let go of that line.
No.
There you go. Careful with your tail. Good boy. Okay, which one?
Shit, she went here for the next 2 hours. Once I let them all out, it's gonna be absolutely chaos.
Okay, ready? 8:07. Yes, you can go back. Good girl. Good girl, yes. You did really well. I know. Just let the blanket go.
It's not Becky, it was 8:07.
Yes. Minus.
She's
87.
the same day as Zoe.
Okay. And now Yo-Yo. That's at the bottom, huh?
I think so, yeah.
God, you can tell these ones are all on cow's milk. They're all huge.
Go on.
They're
Becky. Becky. Sorry, the bucket wasn't set properly.
It's okay, sweet. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that present.
Okay. Okay, ready? 775.
775.
Yeah.
Videos.
Yeah. Shall I just open and everyone can come out?
So I need to take one.
Oh, Alpha. Okay. Yeah. Just stuck. You're stuck. You are stuck.
Hi.
It's a little different bottle from what you're used to, I know. You want? Oh, Mark, I need more. Yeah, sorry. You need to suck it. Suck it? Like this?
No, you're just chewing on it. Oh, no. Oh, are you serious?
Actually, I'm gonna need to keep this in here because I'm constantly gonna have to be like,
Who are you? Okay. So they're crazy within the cage, so are you ready to release the beasts?
Let's do it.
I think when I make milks, I'm just gonna put them all in the cage and then make them outside. Otherwise, it's just too much.
Oh, they're drinking the milk from the floor.
I mean, go ahead.
If I got a bowl, I can put them in a bowl.
Oh. Okay, so wait, this is Becky, right?
I think so.
And then that's Sansi.
And there is Alpha.
Oh, yeah.
And you and
Zoe.
and
So Yo-Yo is 26762.
yeah.
Oh.
Slowly I thought start seeing differences.
And then we have Zoe and Yo-Yo.
Zanzi is 267. Becky is 266.
Isn't that great?
The way
You can play around.
Well, let's call her 88, 62, 92, 58, so 39.
Madness.
Hi. Hi.
Just gonna fill the oil forms out later.
Hey boy. What you doing? Oh. Good boy.
Oh.
Hello girls.
Want a drink? Sandy.
Hi.
Sandy. Oh, Becky.
Best part's yet to come, darling. Okoye? Looks all good. Just a little dehydrated. And sucking on her foot. And she's pretty traumatized. We don't need to do that anymore. Come on. Yeah, she's sucking on her big toe. We need to watch out for blisters. Hey, baby. Don't need to do that. Come on. You're gonna hurt yourself. Let's see. It does look a little bit red. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit.
Yeah, that one.
But it's no blister yet.
So we're unsure of why she's traumatized. Mark was told the stories, but when you're handed 5 babies, you kind of don't remember things like that. So Dave, you can tell everyone her story.
Okay, ready for a temperature check. Ow! Uh-oh.
Feisty.
So a big day for these 3. We were the last 3 in Disneyland, but due to a whole bunch of new arrivals who are 3 months old and very energetic, so we want them to move in here as their quarantine cage. So these 3s are gonna go up to the Goliath intro cage. Right. So we've got Fritz, Aurora and Art. So we're now up at Goliath. So the foster mom cage is actually the one next to us, but it's in the middle of repairs. So this is the one we're going to use for baby care. So we've already got Mrs. Gold out the door as expected. Can't quite see her there, but she is. She is just there. So, gonna let Mayori release the beasts.
Okay, baby, welcome to your new home. Hey, you playground for a while. Your meat is there.
It's nap time as well.
It's okay. Hey, Fritz. Fritz.
So it seems to be nap time, so I'll let them settle in. I'll come back up in a bit.
So in Goliath introduction cage with Art, who's just climbed on the feeding cage. They've just had a big drink. So we've moved the Disneyland babies over now. Here is Fritz in front and Aurora behind. They're all busy climbing. Yesterday we had the 5 new arrivals who are quite a handful, so they had to move to Disneyland quickly, so we had to package these guys up and move them on in the program, ready to get their foster mums up at the Goliath troop. Quite excited for these guys. We have to see how we introduce them to foster mums, because one or two of them might need to have their own mums initially, especially Fritz, and then we'll have to add in others later. Just helps them to have a close bond, especially for those who need it most. There's Aurora there. She's just looking at Rocky the dog. They're used to him, but they do alarm call at him, which is good because we obviously still want them to be nervous of anything that might eat them, although they do kind of get to know individual dogs as well. If there's other dogs on the property, they alarm call a lot more than they do at ours, so they do recognise if they look different. There's Fritzy climbing down. There's Art joining Aurora. Art does like to suck ears, so we do try and get him out of that habit, but when he has his foster mum, hopefully he won't be sucking ears anymore. He does like to cling to other monkeys too. All different characters, these three. You can see that Art on the right and Aurora on the left, they've both got their kind of golden crowns. That little line which fades away into the distance. So's Fritz, he got a faint one. When they actually get their fluffy coats at 3 months old, then you can barely see it anymore and they turn very fluffy. And that's when we know they're ready to go out. Obviously by their age, but also by what they look like, you can tell kind of the ages that they are. There's Aurora. So sleeping perches up there where the mums will hopefully take them. There's Art. Hello, Art. Aurora on the right, she's like the little leader of the group. Oops. And there's Art, who's not so confident. And Fritz. Fritz has got some diarrhea today. Not Fritz, Art. Art has diarrhea today.
So the group that arrived today, we've cleared out Disneyland because this cabin is just not big enough. So we've had to do a bit of shuffling with the other groups.
New clothes on. Go, go, go! If you want to come out this one. No? So, Howie.
So Howie on top,
Howie.
and Danny's behind you.
Already climbing. Yo-yo was the one with the big wide.
That's, yeah.
Yeah, but what's the name? Talia. Yeah. Then this one is a Maria. This is Okoye, which makes.
Yeah, and that's Danny. No, it's not.
Howie. And then
Baby Troon.
Isa Maria. Yeah. Okoye, Danny and Howie.
So it's Akoya at the front, Isa Maria and Helea. There's Danny.
Hi, Howie. Anyone? Isa Maria? Nope.
and get a towel.
And then we can get these babies bathed.
Sorry, babies.
They're like, where are you going? Oh, careful. You have a Howie.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. You need to face your have your face forward to drink. There you go. You need, so the problem is they're all chewing on the teats. This one's not going to be any different. If you chew on it, it's not going to work. So as you can see, they're having a great time running around. If you think about it, they were in a small kind of crate for 6 hours as they came from Johannesburg. How does it feel? Oh. Isa Maria. We have Howie and Danny, the two adventurous ones. And then we have a Koye and Helia.
That's Aaliyah clinging to a Koye.
Yeah. See, Disneyland's always so much more fun. Hi! Hi, Howie!
Oh, bless her.
Already they're in such a better mood.
Daddy kind of looks a bit like Brew.
Yeah.
The cheeks.
Mhm. Oh. Yeah, so that's a Koye. So Okoye is the one that sucks on her foot. She's having a good time jumping around.
Cutest.
Now we have Isa Maria. And Danny trying to take the food straight out of her mouth. Oh my. These 5 are just a handful. They're like, wait for us, mother. So this is Elia on Isa Maria now. And Howie, who's a cutie. Danny's doing his own thing. And Okoye is just running around kind of crying. But they were such nightmares in Loveland. They already seem to just be having so much fun.
She is very golden. Beautiful.
Yeah, hi cutie.
One at a time. Was that really stressful?
It wasn't too bad. I'm excited to see Okoye's bath.
Okay.
Bath time over.
Sorry, baby.
No. So now it's Helia getting a bath. So this is our second bath for Helia. So she was the one we were told was the most traumatized. But we're unsure of her story.
Okay, almost done, baby. I know, I'm sorry, baby. Make it quick, okay? Okay, you ready for your bath?
First bath for Howie.
Okay. Okay. Oh.
Oh. So the babies all arrived from their 6-hour car journey with diapers on. So they've all been kind of stinky.
Oh.
Howie! So just better for us and them to get them a nice bath and they're all clean. Not covered in poop or anything else.
Which one's a little boy? I can't tell.
1 second.
You're a little poopy, darling.
And she was the one that didn't even have a diaper on. You have drank nothing. Are you serious?
Oh gosh.
The last one. Isa Maria.
Yeah, I know.
It's just nice to see how much they enjoy their food and how selective they can be, sort of testing out what's nice to them and picking out little pieces that they like. In most cases it's always the sweet stuff, but it's not so. I mean, there's some nice broccoli and everything that's being eaten, and sometimes the butternut is chosen over the apples and the mango. So they do like to take a variety of stuff and love eating all kinds of vegetables, which is quite fantastic at this age. There's not fussy like human babies, I suppose, but I think that comes from our side. But food plays a very important role for them, and normally this is where the dominance behavior starts in monkeys. You'll start seeing one either taking something nice from somebody else and things like this, and showing their dominance over that little one. Getting used to the intro cage, of course, is a very, very important part. So it's great this lot are having a little bit of fun inside there, playing on the ropes. They are close to the main enclosure. We still need to cut the grass in it. You can hear the brush cutters busy in the background. Sort of with so few hands, it's kind of difficult to finish all of our tasks at the same time. So brush cutting we're doing as necessary, although we are coming up very close to our fire season, so we have to start putting a lot more emphasis into cutting the grass around the area, because we do have a big problem with fires. So hopefully the borders are opening soon. We are getting a couple of bookings, which is nice. We just hope that these volunteers are going to be able to make it through to us. It is going to be very late. We're looking at in July, so July seems to be the main period. But yeah, back to the little guys. You can see they're playing. As I said earlier, this is all essential in finding out who's more dominant than the others. It's not so important with the females because, as you should all know by now, they follow the same ranking as their mother. But for the little males, it is very, very important for them to know who's in charge of who. And sort of with all the playing that they do right from this early age, this dominance tactic sort of comes out. Either the little bite will be a little bit stronger or harder, or they'll pinch the food or jump, and almost showing some kind of mating ritual on the back, which people think, oh, look what that little monkey's doing. But none of these things are that. It's all a dominant show in that they basically do.
Art and Fritz and Aurora just playing in their new intro cage, exploring and playing on the ropes that open and close the door that allow foster moms and juveniles and others to come in and out. and it's a great morning here at the Goliath intro enclosure. And their feeding cage is just down below, which they've been in and out of to get their milk.
Well, it's good that they've learned to climb to the corner of the cage. This will eventually end up being their sleeping area, off the ground and away from danger, and normally where the moms will take them once the foster moms actually come into the enclosure with them. Well, you escape from the clutches of your foster mum and think you're making a nice escape, only to have your friend hold you, and your foster mum manages to get her arms around you. So yeah, there we go, instant foster mum, and I don't think little Tony's going to let go too soon. So he's just glad to have another friend with him, and it looks like this is going to go down very well.
Tony on top of the feeding cage, and Arpy and Pascall eating grass. And just a reminder for everyone as to where these monkeys came from. Pascal's mum was actually stoned to death from a tree and then eaten in front of her, in front of Pascall. And Toni was found very dehydrated and quite sick on arrival. We nearly lost him, but he did survive against the odds. And these two are doing great. So these were our kind of critical care patients to begin with. Pascall used to pull at his face, and look at him now. They're both playing, enjoying the grass, have new mums. Hopefully the start they had in life is forgotten somewhat, and they can get on with their new life, with their new family.
Is that not pure trust? Just look how that little one's fallen asleep, sort of just hanging off mom. It's unbelievable.
So Tony's falling asleep there in mum's arms. Arpy. Pascall's popped in the feeding cage. Did put some almonds in there earlier to try and encourage Tony in, and he did go in later on, which is good. Megan waiting for Pascall to come out of the cage.
Just like any stubborn little child, doesn't want to come out while mom's around. So says, no, I can do this on my own.
Pascal's found a nice comfy spot to sleep on. Looks like he's tired after today running around with the mums. Tony's also fast asleep on RP, his new foster mum. I think Megan's up on a sleeping perch somewhere too, having a nap. So it's around 2 o'clock and it's nap time for all the foster mums and babies. Megan's woke up and she's just decided to join Pascall and woken him up. Too much, decided to go back to sleep. Meanwhile, RP gives Tony a good groom whilst he sleeps, and Megan decided, well, Pascal's gone back to sleep, so she's joined RP and Tony. Just look at that face.
So on early shift, and the two boys have just got their very first milks. Come on, boys. So Tony only finally went into the feeding cage yesterday. There we go, good boy. Pascall just needs to come and join him. Come on. Come on, you know how. There you go. And Tony's sucking on his ear. And while these two little monsters are having a drink, our mums are having some nice time with a nice groom. So this morning it still seems like Pascall has not really bonded with either of the females. He is still walking around on his own crying. So we'll just have to see how things go later in the day. He's not stressed or anything, he just doesn't really care. And as you can see, I mean, he's away climbing. Typical Toni, he's entirely in the bowl, so food crazy. And here we have Pascall joining them. Megan's stealing Tony's piece of papaya. Appy, you okay?
Here's our monkey we were nicknaming Tails, who's part of the wild troop, had her tail amputated a while back. She's doing well. We've just seen her in the trees by the office. She's doing great, back with her troop. There she goes, managing no problem without a tail.
Well, once again, thank you to everybody out there. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy this episode. Thank you for those people that have subscribed, all the newcomers. It's great to have you aboard. Thanks everyone for sharing. Keep on doing it. Our numbers are climbing, which is great. It is helping us a lot. All of those donating via PayPal, thank you. Keep it coming. It's really helping us a lot. We are still struggling quite a bit at this time. Looks like June or July. More like July, we'll start getting our first volunteers, we hope. But until next week, we'll see you then. Hope you enjoyed it all.